In 1943, a single beet seed saved more American lives than any tank or bomber. It was the birth of a revolution. That seed grew in a windowsill box in Brooklyn, fed a family of 4, and produced 40% of all vegetables eaten in the US. But history forgot. When the war ended, most of those gardens were paved over for suburbs, and we forgot how to feed ourselves. Today I'm going to show you why that's the most expensive mistake we ever made, and how to replace $800 in bills. The average American family now spends nearly $1,000 per month on groceries. That's not inflation, that's dependency. Dependency on supply chains that stretch across 12 time zones, on diesel fuel that fluctuates with global geopolitics. A system that treats food as inventory, stretching across 12 time zones, dependent on diesel and geopolitics. 12 time zones away from your plate. When the gears stop turning, the shelves go empty. It's a house of cards. But there's a different way. A way that turns your relationship with food from consumption into creation. A food engine. My name is Rex, and I'm going to walk you through the Living Pantry system, a method that turns small spaces into perpetual life. Principle 1. The underground economy. Plants don't eat fertilizer. They eat what soil microorganisms create from organic matter. When you dump synthetic fertilizer, you're force-feeding plants while starving the ecosystem. We build a biological treasury. Take every eggshell, every coffee ground. In 90 days, you have black gold that smells like a forest after rain. Wealth. 1 cubic yard of finished compost contains more beneficial microorganisms than there are humans who ever lived. Your workforce. Principle 2. Spatial intelligence. Traditional gardens waste 60% of land on walkways. You don't own a tractor. You own hands that can reach 4 feet. The intensive bed system eliminates the concept of walking on your garden. Aeration is key. Hexagonal planting. Imagine each plant at the center of a 6-pointed star. Mature leaves touch, creating a living mulch. This mulch suppresses weeds, retains moisture, and moderates soil temperature. The plants don't compete, they cooperate. Principle 3. Calorie strategy. Lettuce is vitamins, potatoes are survival. We prioritize crops with maximum density. Potatoes using the hilling method. In 100 square feet, I've pulled out nearly 150 pounds of food. Independence. Pole beans on vertical structures fix nitrogen while producing protein for months. Architecture you can eat for pennies. A single 8-foot tripod yields 15 pounds of beans from 2 square feet of ground. This is vertical sovereignty. Principle 4. Temporal layering. Most gardens sit empty 9 months a year. The Living Pantry is continuous succession. Fast crops mature in 25 days. Sow a row every 2 weeks, and that single row yields 12 harvests instead of 1. Relay cropping. When peas finish, leave the roots. Transplant fall broccoli into the space. No tillage, no fertility lost. I harvest fresh greens on Christmas morning while my neighbors buy plastic bags. Competence is the only real security. Principle 5. The animal loop. You need converters. Garden waste feeds animals. Animal products feed you. 0 waste. 3 hens produce 900 eggs annually and process all your kitchen waste. They are your fertility generators. Consider rabbits. A breeding pair can produce 70 pounds of meat annually from a footprint smaller than your bathroom. Their manure is cold, usable immediately. The ultimate loop. Garden waste in, meat and soil health out. Every day. This meal costs 47 cents in seeds and water. At the store, it would be $34. Real math. 20 minutes from ground to table. No packaging, no barcodes, no wondering what chemicals lurk in your food. Agency. The psychological shift from anxiety to agency is worth more than any harvest. You are no longer a consumer. In 2020, when supply chains froze, my family never worried. Not as hoarders, but because we were producers. Sovereign. Victory gardens weren't just about survival, they connected neighbors. The Living Pantry revives that community intelligence. When you trade your excess zucchini for your neighbor's surplus tomatoes, you build infrastructure for a resilient future. The most radical act today isn't protest, it's competence. Every seed planted is a vote for decentralized abundance. Resistance. We don't just grow food, we grow the future. Join the movement. Keep your soil alive. Rumo au hexa. Rex, out. Earthworms are the architects. They tunnel. aerate, and deposit castings that are 5 times richer in nitrogen than soil. Vermicompost is the superbank of fertility. A small bin in your garage can process all your paper into gold. Biocapital. The secret to fast compost is the ratio. 30 parts carbon to 1 part nitrogen. Browns for air, greens for heat. Balance. Layer them like a lasagna. Keep it moist. Within weeks, the internal heat will break down pathogens. Safety by design. Rainwater is alive. Municipal water is sterile. Collecting the sky's gifts is the first step in true self-sufficiency. Bank it. 1,000-square-foot roof catches 600 gallons for every inch of rain. Stop wasting the sky. It's free energy. No land? Use height. Vertical towers turn a 2-foot square into 20 square feet of growth. No excuses. Start now. 1 tower can provide all the greens for a family. In the Living Pantry, every inch is an asset. Urban food security. Seed saving is the ultimate hedge. You are selecting for genetics that thrive in your specific climate. Genetic wealth. 1 tomato produces enough seeds for a neighborhood. Stop buying. Start multiplying. This is the decentralized future. The first year is a lesson. The 3rd year is a harvest. The 10th year is a legacy. Soil compounds like interest. We aren't just planting seeds, we are planting independence for the next generation. Competence is the only real inheritance. Download the guide, join the movement. The gardens that feed the future are being planted this weekend. Will you be one of us? This is Rex with the Living Pantry. We don't just grow food, we grow the future. Keep your soil alive. See you next week. Principle 6. Hidden rhythms. The moon influences water movement in soil and plants. Planting with the tides is an ancient edge. We've lost the touch of the celestial. Reclaiming these rhythms isn't superstition, it's fluid dynamics applied to life. Edge. Principle 7. Thermal banking. Use stones, water, and earth to store the sun's heat. Passive energy for a hungry system. A simple cold frame shifts your climate zone by 2 ratings. You aren't fighting nature, you're creating a pocket of safety. Principle 8. Biological defense. In a living pantry, we don't use pesticides, we use allies, a multi-species security force. Marigolds mask scents. Basil confuses pests. Companion planting is the ultimate firewall. Security through complexity. Wealth. Principle 9. Energy independence. True sovereignty means being able to process your harvest without a power grid. Tactile. When the gears of the world slow down, your rhythm continues. This is the peace of the prepared. The quiet competence of the home. Principle 10. Regional adaptation. The system adjusts. In the desert, we dig down. In the wetlands, we build up. Agility. There is no one-size-fits-all. There is only what works for your land. Listen to the soil. It's telling you the secret. The shift from consumer to producer is the most important journey you will ever take. It is the recovery of your soul. The future isn't something that happens to you. It's something you grow. 1 seed, 1 square foot, 1 living pantry. The gate is open. The knowledge is yours. Step through. Download the guide. Subscribe. Start growing. Today, I am Rex. This is the Living Pantry. We grow the future. Keep your soil alive and your hands dirty. Rumo au hexa. Out.